Hello brothers and welcome back to another video. Of course it's Thursday, this means it's the Christmas box sets, and as you can see in the background we're getting Space Marines, we're getting Sisters of Battle, we're getting Scatari, well I say Scatari, Mechanicus, we're getting Deathguard, we're getting Necrons, and of course we are getting the big green boys, which is Orks. So let's start, of course, with the first box set, which is going to be the Space Marines, because guess what? It's a Space Marine channel, get over it. So this is called the Shieldbreaker Strike Force, and I have to say, it's absolutely glorious not to see Phobos armor shoved down my throat. Yes, I get it. Phobos armor can be cool for a lot of people, but over the past couple of box sets, when it's come to Space Marines, Phobos has always been the armor that's in every way. It's just Phobos. But now we're actually getting something different. We're getting a Blade Guard in this. We're getting heavy intercessors. I love my chunky armor, of course. We're getting 10 assault intercessors. We're getting a captain, and we're getting 10 just normal intercessors. And of course, we have the brand new speeder, which is the vehicle a part of this box set. As a Space Marine player, I will have to say I absolutely love this box set. It has a little bit of everything. It does have the Blade Guard, it has the intercessors, it has the normal intercessors, and it has the assault intercessors, the captain as the HQ, and the speeder. Maybe I would like the speeder to be replaced with something else as an Imperial first, maybe a Dreadnought or something, but I'm not going to do it push it back. You know, a speeder's welcome, but for me as an Imperial first, as I'm saying, I would prefer something else. But overall, I think this is an absolutely fantastic Space Marine box set. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback if you're a Space Marine player. What do you think about this Space Marine Shieldbreaker Strike Force? Next up, we have the Sisters of Battle, and it's the PURGATOS mission battle force. So it says the PURGATOS mission is formed to smash aside a determined resistance with an armored spearhead of heavy assault troops and rocket artillery. I don't really know Sisters that much, so I'm going to leave it to you chaps to tell me, is this a good armor or is this a good Battle Force box set for a sister player? It does say in this, it comes with 5 Celestian Sacrosancts, 10 Battle Sisters, an Immolator, armed transport, and a Mighty Exorcist tank. So sister players, is this good? Is it bad? I was more or less... Well, it was more or less guaranteed Sisters were going to get a Christmas box set because, of course, Sisters has been one of the big releases coming in 9th edition. I just didn't know how big it would be. This one, again, as it states, looks like more of a heavy-hitting kind of box set with the tanks in there. I've never played against the tanks, but I have heard that they can do some horrible things if the dice gods are in your favor. The Mechanicus are also getting a love this Christmas time, and don't worry, it's not a box set just full of Scatari for people who are still having, like, PSD issues and stuff. Like I've seen the Scatari list. They are not very nice, or just a full-on Scatari flyer list. Well, you can't really do that anymore because of the so-called fixes which has gone on. So this is called the OMNISSIAH'S TALON, and in this one it says you get 5 speedy Paraxita. Am I saying that right? I'm sorry, I'm awful. 5 stealthy Rush Stalkers, 3 Suburbi Riders. Again, I'm sorry, which make up the battle force. It goes into say there's a unit of 10 Scatara and a Tech Priest commander ready to examine whatever it is the Talon has recovered. Again, it looks like it's got one of them chicken things as well in there. Well, I call them chicken riders. It's got one of them in there. Again, it looks like a little bit of a balanced box set. You have, the flyers in there. You have the HQ in there. The horse robots, the chicken rider, and of course the Scatari and the Rust Stalkers for, shooting and the close combat stuff. All in all, I would say that's a pretty decent all-around box set. But again, I'm not a Mechanicus player. So Mechanicus players, what do you think? Is this going to be worth it for you? By the way, we're going to talk about the prices at the end. We don't have prices yet, but we're going to talk a little bit about the prices. Don't worry, because Chaos are also getting some love. Yes, it is Deathguard. I know a lot of people, well, I say complain, but there's a lot of talk like, it's always Deathguard, it's always Deathguard. Well, Deathguard have all the new models until hopefully next year when Chaos get a ton of stuff. But again, that's another subject for another time. Now, I have gone again I've played against Deathguard, and it was a absolutely horrible experience, not just from a lore sense, but literally it's impossible to kill these things, and especially like with the tank that's in this. Well, I'll just go through the list now. It says the Plaguefather Warband, the Plaguefester Warband, this is called, is an image of an unstoppable Deathguard army with a champion and an icon bearing leading 7 Plague Marines, 3 Death Shroud Terminators, 3 Mythic Blight Haulers, and a Plague Burster Crawler, which is basically marching forward. The Plagueburger tank, you can basically shoot it from behind cover. You have to go to it, and that's what Deathguard players want, because then you actually walk into their lines and just start being chopped apart. And again, it's just so hard to kill Deathguard. I would say that this is, again, a pretty decent box set from what I know of Deathguard. So yeah, if you get into Deathguard, maybe if you already have Deathguard, this may be a worthwhile box set to add to your force. You all grumpy men are getting your box set for Christmas as well, bar humbug. So the Necrons and, well, I don't call them Necrons anymore, I call them Corons, because everything now in a Necron army is basically core when it comes to the changes. I don't know Necrons that much to say what is actually core in this, but I'm going to say like 90% of everything in this image now has the core keyword right. If I'm wrong, then please just laugh at me in the description. But from what I've seen of Necrons, again, I've played Necrons, but I haven't played any of this type of Necrons. It was more like Satans and spamming and chasing me down the board and stuff. Horrible Necron list. Horrible, horrible, horrible Necron lists. I'm just kidding. It was a fun time. But yeah, let me know. This is called the WORLDSCOUR Legion. And what this comes with, it comes with a Cryptek. It comes with 10 Necron Warriors, 3 Scarab Swarms, making up a durable center, it says. The real killing work falls to the Lacked Hust Heavy Destroyer. That's that guy with the big old chunky cannon. 3 Ophidian Destroyers, 5 Flayed Ones, and two huge Canatech Doomstalkers. I probably just mispronounced everything in that one. But yeah, that's what you get. It actually just mentioned here, by the way, at the bottom, it says many of these units recently received the core keyword. That's why I call them Corons from now on. That's their new name. That's what everyone should be adopting going forward. Corons instead of Necrons. And finally, we have, of course, the Orks, the big green war, the KILLDAKKA Warband, as this is known. It says you have the 5 knobs, which is all the way to the left. I think they're the only old units in this. Let me just go through the list. 10 unfortunate Gretchen, poor old Gretchen. Kick him to the front. Of course, the Gretchen are old, of course, but they still look pretty decent. You have the boss, which speeds into combat, and his Death Killer Wartrike, of course, that's in the middle. A big mech with a shock attack cannon gun. Of course, that is old, and you can see like the new boys and stuff. You get 2 squads of new boys, so basically 20 boys in this box set. And of course, the aircraft. Actually, most of this is old, not new. It's just me thinking because Orks have got new release. Most of it is new. But there we go. That is all the Christmas box sets revealed for this bloody year. So I would love to get your thoughts and feedback on all of them. But before we do go, let's discuss price. Now, I've heard nothing about price as of yet. I will be hearing about it very, very, very soon. But I'm going to say £125 per box set. That's what they were last Christmas. Fingers crossed they haven't gone up since last Christmas, but this is Games Workshop. Anything can happen. If they were £125 and you're looking at a box set which you would like, is that £125 price tag worth it for you as a player? As a Space Marine player, if I'm looking at it for £125, I have most of these chaps on sprue already, but, you know, it's something I probably wouldn't pass upon depending on the savings if it is £125. Maybe even to give it away on my channel, maybe just to even, you know, invest into when I run out of models and I've got like that box to get into then to build even more stuff. But yeah, I would love to get your thoughts and feedback on that. Post it down below and we can have a nice little talk down there as we always do. See you now. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves and bye-bye.